Hello everyone, welcome back to Research Methodology course. This video will help you to familiarize the term research and we will have a discussion on why do we need research, characteristics, significance and so on. First we will try to find an answer to two questions. What is research and why do we need it? Let's see the first question. What is research? The word research can be split into two, re and search. Re means again, search means seeking some facts or knowledge. So in a common man language, we can say that research means search for knowledge or facts. Now you may think, oh, research. That is something for academician or for awarding some degree, right? But in our life, we also conducted some sort of research. I will tell you. For example, suppose you decided to purchase a smartphone. Then what will you do? You will search for available brands, features they are offering. You will check with your friends, colleagues, peer group for their review. And also you will go for online reviews. Then finally you will decide, okay, I will purchase this particular smartphone. This is a kind of research. I will give you another example. From the beginning of this year, we started hearing a term, COVID-19 coronavirus. We started searching in internet, social media to find answers for several questions like what is this virus? How it affects human beings? What are the symptoms? What precautions we need to take? Is there any vaccine? And finally, we will get an answer for these questions. So, in short, research means finding answers to questions which are not yet answered. I hope you got an idea about research. Now we move on to the second question. Why do we conduct research? I will give you an example. Suppose you are appointed as a HR manager in a company. One day, your top authorities called you and shared you one situation currently they are facing, and that is the productivity level of employees are going down and they are not achieving their target. So as a HR manager, you should identify the reasons and come up with solutions. Yes, your work started. You need to identify the reasons why they are not achieving target. And also, you need to identify possible solutions. From this, it is clear that research is required in every field for the advancement of knowledge and theory, and also it will foster the critical thinking and analytical thinking of a person. Moving to the definition of research, this is one definition given by Clifford Woody. According to him, research comprises of defining and redefining problems, formulating hypotheses, collecting, organizing and evaluating data, making deductions and research conclusion, and at last carefully testing conclusions to determine whether they fit the formulating of hypothesis. Now you may be confused with some terms like deductions, hypothesis, but don't worry, we will discuss the same in the coming videos. Now we move on to the characteristics of research. The first one is that it is empirical in nature, which means it is based on observation and experimentation. Second one is it is scientific and systematic, which means it follows a sequential procedure. Third one is it is controlled, which means all variables except those Variables which are to be tested or experimented are kept constant. The next one is it employs hypothesis. We will have a discussion later. The next one is analytical, which means there is critical analysis of all the data we have collected so that there is no scope for error in interpretation. Next one is it is objective, which means there is no scope for subjectivity. It is not biased. It is logical. Then it has certain ethical consideration and also it employs quantitative or statistical methods. Now we will see what are the objectives of research. The first one is that it is conducted to find new conclusions with old data. It is done with an objective of to find out the truth which is hidden and which has not been discovered so far, to reach more conclusions from the available data, to explain the unexplained horizon of knowledge, to put forward an entirely original theory, and to study and resolve contradictions in the area of study. Now we will move on to the significance of research. First one is that research provides the basis for government policies. As we all know, the government will introduce certain programs or policies. So before they introducing these programs or policies, definitely they will conduct a research, and based on the findings and conclusions from that research, the government will formulate their policies or programs. Then research will help in solving various operational and planning problems of a business or an industry, and also research will help in solving social problems. In the next video, we will have a detailed discussion on steps or process in research. Thank you.